What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Swiftcoin today at the request of Airborne. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. But also, Swiftcoin had a little swift day yesterday, 12.5% to the upside. Very nice day. Pulling back a little bit so far. You're down about 6% today to start the day off, but that's okay. If we look at this on a 4-hour time frame, right, from a relative low here, if I could get it, to the relative high, you just pulled back to your golden ratio zone. So pulling back right here, beautiful, nice area. On a 1-hour basis, your 1-hour RSI actually looks very bullish. Bouncing off the 50 would be a good thing. 3-hour, 4-hour RSI also. Actually, the 4-hour is kind of suggestive that you would obviously find resistance. I think the 4-hour looks good too, man. Yeah, I think you're getting set up to see higher highs in your RSI, not lower highs, and then that'll break you above this line too. So likely Swiftcoin, yeah, you are getting ready to move higher. Where are you moving up to is the question. High to low here. I would think you're probably moving up to 0.008, if not up to 1 cent itself, something like that, likely by the end of this week, right? You're at 0.006, going up to 0.008 or 0.01, something in that range by the end of this week, which we have about 7 days total for this week. It's a new week right now, so it definitely looks good. I think it looks good to start. Let's see. 3-day RSI, also fine. You could go a little bit lower and you're still fine. It's fine. Weekly RSI, bullish as hell, bro. Bullish as ever. All right, let's look at this real quick on a high to low basis. High in March to the low in August. Went up to your 1272 and a little bit of a deeper retracement than you normally see, but that's okay. Likely this next move, whenever you do break out and see new all-time highs, you won't stop at 1.5 cents, but you'd probably stop at around 2 cents. I suspect that your next move takes you to about 2 cents, which would mean if it takes you just above 2 cents there, yeah, that's about on par with what we're expecting for the average coin to see. A little bit over average. So Swiftcoin might move up at a faster pace than the rest of the market is what we'd kind of expect to see there. I want to look at this thing maybe on the ribbon. Let's pull out the ribbon. Let's look at it on the ribbon, yeah. Let's do that here. Logarithmic. Weekly looks good, very good actually. 3-day time frame, bullish as hell. The daily is probably, I was about to say, is probably disrespected. You know, it wouldn't be ideal to close like this, but I think you're disrespecting this ribbon. What it tells me is likely, yeah, you're probably going to be up at like 0.008, if not higher, right? 0.008 to 1 cent by the end of this week. I think that's where you're going, man. Sometime by the end of this week, if not going into next week, you're going to be making that move. So I really do think that this ribbon, you're just disrespecting it, so it's really not anything to go off of. 3-day looks bullish, weekly looks bullish. Of course, the month looks bullish as well, so that's all you really need to know on that. If we just go back enough times, I can get rid of the ribbon, I think. Yeah, there we go. Let's look at Swiftcoin versus Bitcoin, and then we'll wrap this video up, right? So let's do SwiftC versus BTC. Yeah. Oh, on Poloniex or HTX? No. Okay, so we'll just make our own. SwiftC, USD. We'll just use Coinbase, sure, why not? And then we'll use BTC. Okay. So this is Swiftcoin compared to Bitcoin, right? Swiftcoin to US dollars, Swiftcoin to Bitcoins. Okay, so a little bit of a double top that we had there in November, pulled back a little bit. If we look at this relative low to high here, down in your golden zone there, you could find support here. Let's see, did you do that last time? Low to high. Yeah, you found support in this area. So I mean, maybe you could do that. You could find support right here. Right at the area you like to find support on your weekly RSI, but that would suggest you go a little bit lower. So maybe what this implies is that first what we see is Bitcoin grow, right? So you might see Bitcoin grow for a week, and then Swiftcoin will catch up that following week or something like that, right? You might see Swiftcoin lose value versus Bitcoin here is what my assumption would be. Maybe just a little bit more this week, which would imply Swiftcoin grows less than Bitcoin this week, but that's okay. But likely it does outperform Bitcoin over the coming weeks and coming months. I like that 3-day RSI. The weekly just suggests you can go a little bit lower, but you don't have to just because it suggests that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me look at the 4-hour real quick. Swiftcoin. Yeah, I think it does. I think it loses a little bit of value versus Bitcoin just to start the week off. Probably come down to the 786, and then from there you start to build out going into the end of this week and then going into the end of the month. Of course, I think you will get that move with Swiftcoin USD growing up to about 2 cents by the end of February, and then Bitcoin as well, or the Bitcoin pair, I should say, gaining value versus that, and probably, man, I can't get these lines right. Probably seeing new cycle highs, not new all-time highs. I mean, maybe you get to new all-time highs versus Bitcoin by the end of the cycle, but I would expect or suspect that by the end of February, you might be back at this high range, and then sometime in April, May, you might be at new highs, right, working your way up. So bullish versus Bitcoin means bullish versus the US dollar. That's for damn sure. Anything that's doing good versus Bitcoin tends to get a little bit more attention on it just for that premise alone. I like what you're doing structurally, right? You found support here, right at previous areas of resistance, right? That's where you found support. You're finding support now, right at previous areas of resistance. It's beautiful. It's perfect. I literally couldn't ask for anything better. To be completely fair, from a high to a low, I guess if you held the 786, that would have been a little bit better, but where you are is totally fine. I think as long as you're not below 0.00535, as long as you're not below there, everything I've said is valid. Nothing's invalidated. But if you get below there, everything I've said could be a little questionable at the least, right? You get back above 0.07678, that's when it's time to get excited. That's when it's time to expect new all-time highs and this move to start rather immediately. So I don't really know, guys, if I have anything else that I want to say. So if you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. And if the question is it a good time to buy Swiftcoin? Should I wait? Is it too late? I don't think it's too late to buy. I think if you waited like a day, maybe it might present better options, but it's probably not worth waiting, honestly. I bet it's just as good as the time as any to get in right now. But if you do get in, do expect the lower prices to come probably in the next couple days. And then by the end of the week, by the end of the month, significantly higher prices. Going into February, significantly higher prices is the expectation. So with that, my friends, I leave you. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And that's about it. I can't think of anything else. I feel like there was something else I wanted to say. Was it this? Let me see. Hold on. Where stochastic RSI? Hold on. It was the 3-day, yeah. It's getting ready, right? Anytime you're in these oversold zones in the RSI, you can go a little bit lower, sure, but it's getting ready, right? Like when you cross this up, that's whenever you essentially being in your oversold zone in the stochastic RSI means that you've got room to run up, right? Like you're basically at the base, if not very near your base of this consolidation here. So that's nice. Was it this one? I might be thinking of a different one. Okay, it might have been the daily then. Yeah, it's crossed up. You've had a couple false reads here, but maybe this one's going to be a good thing. That's what it was. Some conflicting things in the stochastic. The 3 days a little bit, it's suggestive that you're near your low, but maybe not quite so ready to move up like this. Oftentimes you do live in the oversold zone a little bit more than just like bouncing right out of it, but sometimes you bounce right out of it. The daily though, being that you've had 2 false signals, I feel like the third time's got to be the charm, man. This has got to be it. So this might ignite something that not only reflects well for the daily, but could reflect well for the 3-day, and then that gets the weekly turning back up, bouncing here. Which yes, okay, this is the complete thought. Yeah, finding support here, same area that you found support before moving up last time. So anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. I'm going to leave you on that note. Looks good on the stochastics as well. Okay, take care. Hit that like button. Bye.